we had 4 meetings before you went to the Goetheanum, 2 meetings between Goetheanum and Easter, and now we have another 4 meetings. Yeah, so we should slowly think about, yeah, what do you still want to achieve? So you can always give me feedback when you have expectations. I understand it in this way that I do not teach you eurythmotherapy because this would need a structured, different kind of structure, I think, but that we get to know eurythmotherapy in such a way that we have experiences with it, that we have gained trust into it, and that maybe you even dare to experiment with it even with other people. Yeah, that we find a style which allows you to be that honest that despite of you just share where you are and both of you can profit together. That's my idea. Yeah, what we could achieve together. And I just wrote in the chat, maybe to deepen the individual experience, each of you could choose one consonant with which you want to keep yourself busy over the next 3 weeks. Yeah, you can still change, but you can stick with one consonant for 3 weeks, or you take another one next week. And that maybe in the breakout rooms, you just reflect a little bit what would make sense for you. And afterwards, you tell me, I bring a little bit of input. And then, yeah, you work with it over the next week. Yeah, I bring questions, but also I will invite you to do it with us, that we see, yeah, what we could propose there. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if we should do the client today or rather keep this for next week and more focus on making this next step. We can. Is there someone who would like to be a client today? Bronislav, what does this mean?
Yeah, Andrew is going to cook for his daughter, so I did like a
That's
yeah,
because
man.
you're cooking for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the yeah.
Yeah, can be.
Probably,
you
yeah.
can see it that way.
Yeah. The
Definitely.
sound.
Very rhythmic
okay.
emoticon.
But we will try to get him engaged, and then his meal will burn, you know. Yeah.
Or it will be even better.
Yeah. Okay. Is it okay to start with, I would do just the vowel exercise R with you, a little bit longer, and then I invite you to listen to it for a while, and then we go into breakout rooms and you share what you have experienced. And in the second part, you just discuss a little bit which consonant would be meaningful for you. Yeah. Good. And this you bring back from your breakout rooms. And then we will see how to proceed further. Okay? Good. Then I spotlight myself and invite you to join and enjoy. Yeah, join, enjoy. Enjoy is already the etheric. Huh? These are synonyms. Smiling, joy, all these qualities. And the etheric, that's why I sometimes say, take time. Yeah, that's the etheric. Take time to arrive at yourself. Let your inner react, expand, slowly stream down in your body, along your body, and feel what this does to you. And breathe. Make a little step. I want to repeat it once again. And think about, for me, it's always a little still. Why is Steiner speaking so much about the etheric? And why can time bring me to myself? Yeah? Why does the etheric help me to arrive at myself? That's a question you can take along with this. Take time to arrive at yourself. Let your inner react, expand, and slowly stream down. And feel what this does to you. Let your breath react and make a step. And be not content when the breath doesn't react. So look for what do I have to, how do I have to feel that this comes. Okay, we do this ERO exercise by just letting go a little bit, just relax your posture. And then slowly from below, stretch your legs. And let this stream make you upright. And then let go and make a step. And just to remind you, when Steiner gave this ERO exercise, he said the forehead somehow is about above the forefoot. Yeah? And you can have the image of a cello maybe, yeah, where you just pull the strings, yeah, and that you feel the strings of the cello between your forehead, but only as a result, and your body is the cello. Let's do it again. Just relax. And from below, from your feet, and stream into the earth. And this streaming into the earth makes you upright. Huh? And then just feel that you have become a sounding body. Then relax, do a step to right and left. Yeah. And feel the ah in your legs. Ah. And this now brings you on your heels. And feel the connection to the earth through your heels. And let this stream into your body. And when you're on your heels, you automatically are inclined a little bit backwards. And then try to create an O gesture in front of your lower body. And try to feel this O in such a way that this brings you forward. O. And suddenly you are leaning on your toes without maybe even having noticed how you did it. And let go. We do it one more time, just to the O horizontally, and then it's clear when you do it from your heart and you embrace someone, it brings you forward. Yeah, that's the O. The O brings forward. And come back. But that's still so close to its archetype, or I don't know. But if the O brings forward, every O brings you forward. So try to have an O down here, which brings you forward. What do you have to do? Last time, the E, and feel a sounding board, a soundboard. From the heart, through the legs, through the heels. And receive through the heels into your being. Enjoy. And then and now how do you have to feel into your arms, into your body, into your and you are inclined forward. Slowly let go and breathe. Now let's do the R exercise. And the main thing, we just do it one time horizontally. The R is saying yes to left and right. It's not symmetrical. Yeah, R. It looks symmetrical in the end, but I say yes, I'm a being of left and right, or right and left. And I receive my being. I receive myself, yeah? And this brings me on the heels. And that's why R is connected to minor, to the weeping, yeah, to sadness, because it brings you down. Yeah. Easily you have the impression of losing yourself, but then the R has not started. And now we do it in such a way, how you do it in eurythmic therapy, that we do it that we speak it first. Speak R one time for yourself. And let go. And then we repeat it, but make you aware that you speak in order to listen. So it's not a speaking exercise. You try to hear your R. And afterwards, we want to hear it even without speaking it through the gesture. So again, speak it, but practice already hearing. And maybe you notice how you switch from speaking to hearing. Okay, we do the R 7 times in different directions. We start from the heart to above. I speak, but you listen in your body. You try to hear the sounding in your body. And let go and let this sound still vibrate. Then we do it a little bit further down. And one instruction is that you have to bring a certain tension in your arm. Yeah, not just hold it there. And then again, come back to your heart. And then we do it again a little bit lower, and you can think about what is behind tension. Yeah, you have only vibration if there is a tension. So it's not tension, but it's a oi tension, something which can vibrate. That's you have to create a little bit lower. And now try to create the tension in your body, which is just musical. And again, now horizontal. And try to bring it to an experience. And come back, diagonal down. And a little bit further down. And the always brings you on the heels. So you create this receptive tension. And at the same time you notice it brings me on my heels. Fully down. And maybe even towards behind. The R belongs to Venus. It can have a connection to the kidneys. Yeah, so feel the space behind. Feel the space of your kidneys. Here they are. And let go. Breathe for a moment, maybe make a very small step. And now we lead the R downwards through all zones. And somehow you try to bring your light down into your lower system, maybe. Yeah, so you go up, you open up. You create this beautiful R sound through your inner tension. And then you bring your arms down slowly. And you try to bring things along. And you lead it into your lower body. You lead it through your body, even a little bit in the space behind. And breathe. So the exercise would be that you manage to have the feeling you really lead something down. Yeah? Receptive. You connect. And then you invite is what you connect to follow you down, and down is at the same time into. Then you move through your body behind. And then let go, feel your hands, and we do it the last time. We just take time. And still practice hearing the R. Really reach the below. Move through it. And relax. Let your inner react and make a little step. Breathe. We have now reached the lower, and we continue the path into the lower by doing a step to one side and the other. Stretching the legs. And now there are different ways. We just do one, that you then go onto your toes. And then slowly down onto your heels, just relaxing and leaning against the support from behind. Then close your legs. You can do the left-right step, right-left step by a little step forward. So a little bit forward to the right, a little bit left to the right, other side. And to create this going on the toes, you might notice that you need a certain, don't want to use names, but wow, you have really to control it a little bit. And then this going down slowly is a very difficult moment. And then feel when the heels touch the floor. Relax into them and feel their support from below. And relax. We do it the last time, and you will notice that the legs want to wobble, and you need the inside somehow of your legs to control it. You're very much in it in a specific way. So again, step sideways forward to the side. You feel they are. You make it extreme, and you create calmness down there as much as possible. And then you slowly come down, but you still control the inside of your legs until the heels touch. You can relax and then receive, and then the strength comes from the other side in a different way than before in your legs. Now, classically, you would repeat the full arm sequence, and we only do 3 single arm directions now. And try to sense the sound, to hear it in your body. We do it more or less horizontally. Search for the oi tension, which enables the sound to happen. And allow that you don't know if it's only fantasy or do you really hear it. It's the attempt to hear which matters. And to finish, we lead it downwards only once. Go up into the light or whatever you connects with you. Then slowly stream down. And let what wants to go with it come along. Feel it moving through your body into the behind. Are still receptive, receive, and on your heels, and let it make you upward. Relax, breathe, make a little step, and activate a last time consciously the inner attitude of hearing. I am an ear. And slowly sit down and listen to the resonance. And please continue listening to the resonance, but I will send you into breakout rooms. And then you just continue listening. Then you start sharing on your resonance. And you have, let's say, 5 minutes for this or 6. And then use another 3-4 minutes to discuss which consonant could be interesting for me, would serve me on my personal journey, not just knowledge about urospheric, but yeah. And if that's right or not, doesn't matter, but just try to find one. I would be curious to hear a little bit about your resonances, but also what was not the task in the breakout rooms. You could also share a little bit how was it doing it so slowly, so often, you know? And afterwards, I would like to hear about your consonant choices. Who wants to start? I can remove my spotlight. Sorry, that's still from before. Yeah.
Okay, shall I start?
No, no.
Yes, Daniela, start. Come on.
Okay, so I have to confess, I made a mess out of this because you talked about consonants, that we have to choose a consonant. So when we started, you were saying ah, and I could hear R. And I was like, are we making the sound ah? And then I thought, no, we're making the sound ah. So my brain got into that space, and instead of enjoying what I was doing or feel it, I was in my brain. So I took a break. I sat down, took a break, and thought, am I going mad? Of course Theodore is saying ah, because that's the movement. So it was all very strange for me, but I felt that maybe because I'm very tired, I felt that instead of elevating, the movements were taking a lot of etheric forces out of me. Yes. So I found that
what forces did you say, Daniela? What forces?
etheric life forces. I felt that it was very consuming instead of elevating. That was my impression.
Yeah. Oh, poor Daniela. Poor Daniela.
Lucky.
Double suffering. Yeah. First here and then with the body. So complete experience. And still smiling. Okay. Do we continue like this? Next dramatic feedback, please. And these things are not wrong. That's very important to discover these, you know. I just answer directly. I don't understand it. When Steiner speaks about the consonant, I don't know where it was, the R or the R, he says, in Austria, it's the same sound. Yeah, they have a relationship, the R and the R, yeah? And R is Taurus, and Venus is also R, which belongs to Taurus. So you were not completely wrong, Daniela. You were confused, but you were completely right. So
can I just say, I put, at one point, I put the question in the chat, and then I thought I better delete it because I sound like a stupid person. I deleted it.
you deleted it. Yeah, so we often delete the most important things of us. Okay, but dear friends, we continue despite of all the fun we have together. Yeah, and the exhaustion, you know, the R is the, what is it when you cry? It's the, what comes out of your eyes? the droplets.
Tears.
He says the R is the tears. It's small, it's the minor mute, you know? It's leading to some kind of even sickness, yeah? And the art is how to do it, that it's not happening what Daniela experienced, but the direction is there, yeah? Okay, but now, next feedback. Farah.
I felt really good. I really like it. It just feels for me carrying on with a bit of dramatic flair, combining the heaven and the earth. So it just feels very bringing that energy down from the heavens right into yourself, and bringing the energy from the earth into yourself, and or connecting to the earth energy, and doing it in the middle as well. Just felt very wholesome.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah, so from above down, it felt a bit like Brown said, it felt a bit sort of stoned, removed. But then when I went down and reached behind, it felt as if my chest was exploding. There was a physical movement and an expansion of literally an expansion. There you go. And my consonant is going to be S, I think. So thank you.
But exploding sounds dangerous, not very healthy.
Well, it was a sense of expansion. It wasn't explosion. It was a sort of it was I don't know, it felt like a diametric to reaching behind and down. There was from my chest to reaching forward and up, or an assimilation. There was just a
Got it, Andrew. Thanks. Okay. Next.
Can I go?
Yep.
Yeah. For me, it was very interesting that this gesture from up to down and to behind, and then when you said go on your heels, it makes perfect sense. It was like this receiving mode. For me, was very interesting. How is it possible that in this position, when your arms are behind, but you focus on your heels, I felt like I can receive more than this gesture when you're like totally open, but from behind, and like, yeah, this was something new, very nice. And just to put focus on your heels, I believe I can do that many times a day when I'm in position when I cannot do but I need this receiving mode in my life right now. I would just focus a little bit maybe to go on my heels with this whole what we were doing now in my mind, just to be in the receiving mode. It's beautiful. Thank you.
No. Thank you, Maya. Dragana. I'm now picking people. The pearls. I'm picking the pearls now.
Yeah, it was a very nice experience. It really helped to get into it after repeating it. It was just felt useful to repeat it and get more into this kind of quality. I really experienced this time as 8 somehow, going from up and down. It was like 8 was emerging, and yeah, it's really settled me. I think changed my state into good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yo. Branislav, yeah.
Yes. Yes, like Andrew said, I was a little bit stoned. Then yeah, a little bit altered consciousness, it was it's difficult to explain, in it I could say like I felt like I became a letter in one moment. Maybe it's difficult to put it in words. What happened? So like being in the flow. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just happening to me, and I was it, and it was me, and I was in it, and kind of being in control and not in control. Yeah. Did you have something like that? Like a flow during eurythmy?
Me.
Yeah.
I was so amazed. I felt so pity with you. I think you're so amazing people because with people in therapy, I don't think I can do it so slowly. I had the feeling we did it in an amazing way together, And for me, it was just fantastic. I could experience so much which I couldn't experience. Yeah, I liked it, really to feel that bringing these things down and feel the support from behind. So I felt very comforted on my soul level. And I could not observe my bodily reaction afterwards, but my soul was very satisfied.
Mm.
Yeah. And not from a performance point of view, but from an experience point of view.
Mm.
Yeah.
With Bran, we briefly mentioned the idea of alpha and omega, and alpha becomes omega and omega becomes alpha, and alpha is just that strong grounding principle. And then IEO is the alpha and omega that comes together through the I.
Yeah. Okay. And in a way, the idea behind the R is to bring the human in, yeah? To bring yourself in you're not just receiving energy, but in a way, yeah, you don't do it with your head, but in a way you receive yourself. Yeah. This could be an unconscious experience behind it. And that's why in the Eurasian therapy course, it's also said it's against if sexual drives become too strong with young children, yeah? You can use the M, but also the R, because it's meant to bring the human in, yeah? Yeah, the periphery. That's why it's so important, I think, not to overdo it, but to have this dreaming in quality. And I overdid it, yeah? And Daniela had to suffer from it because I enjoyed so much overdoing it. Yeah? And then one person has to pay, yeah? That's how karma works, Yeah,
Interesting.
you just
I'm
spend
okay with
money
that.
like this and others work for nothing,
I'm fine with that. It's
You and
perfect.
Daniela,
Yeah.
what could happen is you went into suffering somehow, but if you find the right way of staying open, it could come back in a very different way afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that
Okay.
what first presses you like this, and then when it starts expanding, the sponge might even be able to draw good energies out of the earth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just must happen in such a way that nothing is damaged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now I can relieve again, and wow, this is just good. And then this is still part of, yeah. But it depends a little bit on the exercise. Andrew.
It's like you said before, there's the streaming and the raying. So there's always, as I go one way, there's stuff going the other way at the same time.
You and we as therapists must somehow find out, but this person needs a little bit more of this kind, and how do we manage to get this side a little bit more, yeah? To have this balance you're speaking about, yeah? Okay, sounds. Andrew S, huh? Okay, next.
I want.
Yeah. Branislav?
Yeah, I want to stick to the B.
You stick to the B. Yeah?
I would like to do R.
R. R. R. You, Daniela. R. Then next, Dragana, you are already smiling. What does this mean? You are muted, Dragana.
I was thinking about M.
M. Yeah, great. M. Okay. Farah and Maya.
B for me as well.
Like Branislav, yes.
Yep.
And Maya still.
And S for me, as Andrew.
S. F or S?
S, S, like Andrew said.
2 times S. So we have S, B, M, and R. And I will provide you with a little bit of material. So when I send my email out tonight, yeah, I send you the Eurythmic figures, or I just put the Eurythmic figures in the course that you can look at them. Doesn't mean you have to understand them. It's just questions and a little bit of text Steiner wrote about these consonants. Yeah. And you just try to develop your own imaginations, fantasies on this, keep yourself busy, and next time we look at it, yeah? But I will already start now. Daniela.
Yeah, next week I am flying back at the time where we have Eurythmy. I'm at the airport, so I will connect with my phone, but I don't think I want to do Eurythmy at the airport.
We will see, yeah? Yeah.
Imagine everybody following you there, thousands of people doing Eurythmy in the airport together, missing their flights,
I could try.
and then
I could try. As I have sacrificed myself today, I can try next time as well.
But maybe not every one of us has to already to do something next time. It's just when you, yeah? But do you know a little bit what is about Anna and Angela? Do you know something about them? Are they still part of the group?
We hope.
Yeah. And then I just ask them to choose a consonant, yeah, and prepare something for next time, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. My suggestion would be to work not to do the client thing today, but rather do something with R, M, S, and B. Is this okay for you that we have a little start? And I will already bring the leg movements then. Yeah? Now, because for Eurythmic therapy, the leg movements are so important. Yeah, because they are connected to the lower system, to the digestive system, to our intuitive will system, our future system, or okay. The poimandres. Andrew, you explain afterwards what you want. Okay, I just put this here that I have your letters there. Do you agree that we just go into the sounds the last half an hour?
Sure.
Yeah. I think I like the style we are working today. I find it intensive. Yeah. And then you give me feedback. RMSB. I just take this order. Yeah. I just took the names from the order of the breakout rooms. Yeah. But it's nice to finish with the B. And R, Daniela's sound. The R, and I have about 5 minutes per sound. Yeah, a little, yeah. And then you can still ask questions in between. Okay. But let's take just for a second this, I take time to arrive at myself. Well, maybe it only takes 2 seconds and then you let go. And why do I emphasize this sentence so strongly? Because this, that I am connected with myself, is that the countercurrents take place. Yeah, I cannot produce a countercurrent, but when I'm connected with myself, the countercurrent will happen. That's the basic principle of eurythmy. Staying 20% is self-perception, 80% is doing. Okay, the R, the R gesture is a round circle, yeah? So you go out with your hands and it's just a circle, R. Yeah? And one of the indications Steiner brings in the eurythmic therapy courses that the healing principle with the consonants is that you inwardly see them. Yeah? You remember that in the first half of today's lesson, I said the vowels, we hear them. And now make a circle and try to see inwardly if your circle is round. Or if the circle has 4 corners. Or is flat on the back. Yeah? Very easily, it's nicely round in front. And then you just go up straight. And just try to see this. Okay, and then relax. And the seeing is valid for all, the B, the M, and the S also. Yeah? Okay. Then, what is the basic principle of the R? When you speak it in the Bavarian way, the Russian way, then the R is this vibration of the tongue. Just try to speak it. Yes, that was nice. Branislav probably. Then you hear it's a rhythm of closing and opening. Yeah? The tongue closes and opens and closes and opens. That's why you can produce an R sound when you just stripe along the radiators or something like this. Yeah? Stroke along them. Okay, so you have a closing coming in. Yeah? And you have a letting go. That's somehow the principle of the R. Yeah, closing, pulling towards me, and letting go. Yeah, it's a sort of basic principle. R. And again, let go. And all sounds of eurythmy deal with contradictions. And everyone in a different way, and that makes it the sound. Yeah, how I deal with the contradiction of going out and coming in at the same time like a wheel, that makes me R. Yeah, so I make it round. I let it go out here, and I come back below. I make a circle of it, a rhythm of this contradiction. R. Okay, I just bring thoughts now. Huh? And the next one is that the R in eurythmic therapy, you might like to use it in a way that you bring energy in and then you allow it to create inner lightness. And this lightness will just unfold. But R is about bringing energy in and making you light. In artistic eurythmy, it might be different, but here, collect good energy and create a stream upwards, which makes everything light. And let go and breathe. And then you have R for digestive problems. Yeah. So you cannot go to the loo properly. Yeah. Either it's too hard or too soft. And maybe when we do it, you can feel that this lightness inwardly brings us a new way of flexibility, freedom into this digestive area. Let's do it again. R. And just try to feel inwardly, oh yeah, it's doing something. And you let it go. And you come in. And you let it do something. Okay, and breathe. The text of the urosmithérapie course about the air I will send to you emphasizes that the air is bending and stretching the leg. Yeah? So when the legs now come in, just let the arms away, you make a step, and you really go down, and you really come up again. Wow. You make a step, and you really go down, and you come up again. You make your step, and this bending and stretching, bending and stretching. And then I can't go further, just let go, make a pause. And then you could get the picture of a steam machine. Where you have the, what is this part which goes back and forth, and you have the wheel. And then you have the principle of, you have this boxing principle and the wheel at the same time. So when you now bring your arms in, then you somehow have the vertical bending and stretching, and the arms transform it into roundness. Yeah, the polarity of up and down and circling at the same time, connected. Air. Yeah. Yeah. And let go. And you have seen that it just made the step with each movement. Okay. Short pause. Now that's more or less. We have more details, but that's a huge spectrum of the R already. And Daniela, it's about good energy letting come in, huh? Yeah, okay. The M is again dealing with contradictions. And the M is the master of contradictions. The R still needs, okay, here and there, and I can do it this. Speak M, please. M, really loud. I can't hear it, but I can see if you speak loud. M. Yes. And now, Andrew, close your nose. All of us, close our nose. And speak M again. M.
That's really quiet.
It doesn't come out at all, nothing.
No.
M is closed and open at the same time. Speak M again. And now you must switch off your microphone, Andrew, again, because it's extra sound on that. Exactly. Again, M. And then just notice it's closed here, and the nose is open. Yeah? And that's part of this movement, streaming out and in. So when Steiner gave the M the very first time, 1912, it was just a parallel movement. Both arms stream out, then they turn, and both arms come back. M. Yeah. Maybe do this 2 more times. M, streaming out, letting go, streaming in. M. And then a 3rd time, streaming forward, M, and streaming in, M. Okay, let's go before we go into this question of contradictions. Just when we do it again, you can use one arm with both arms. You have 4 faces, yeah? Not only 2. So you stream out M and you're fully connected with this arm gesture. And then it's important to let go. It's like entering the etheric. It's just a bubble. And then you dive into the stream and then you stream back and you stream behind your shoulders maybe. And then it's again a letting go. And then you dive into the stream of water, whatever you bring forward, stream, and you let go. And breathe for a moment, so that it feels like when you let go, that you have somehow an etheric bubble in which your hand, a balloon, in which your hand turns until you bring expression into your hands again. Yeah? Yo. And then, again, when you do it, maybe do it towards some people do the M like this, yeah? And bring it back like this when you do your rhythmotherapy. And then, look, when you bring your M back like this, everything what you have on your hands will just fall off your hand. Huh? So just do an M with flat hands. Huh? And so it's a little bit important that the M, the hand stands towards inclined, sort of vertical, yeah, that you really move, even when you take, even if you take, that you dare, I take towards me. I'm not shy, yeah? And then you really push, yeah, you really have your hands on the shoulders of a friend, you push forward a little bit, you let go. And especially coming back is very difficult for people to really pull. Yeah. Yeah, because, yeah, it feels a little bit egocentric. Yeah. But M is the balance of it. Okay, when you do it with both hands, yeah, then one arm is outside, the other inside. And for many people, it's so confusing. Yeah. And over years, with some people, I don't manage to get them doing it, but that you have it here, M, and then again, it's letting go. And coming in again. M. Letting go. Coming in again. M. Letting go. And entering. M. And then let go. And one sentence of my... Do you see me big? I forgot to spotlight myself because I like to see you so much. So, and now it's slipped out of my mind. The arms always in eurythmy are only an expression what happens in the body. So when you have this pushing here, then that's always the quality how you are in your body. I'm really in my muscle system. I feel my body. And when you let go here in the hands, you have this feeling in the whole body. It expands, it relaxes. So I enter my body, I enter into my push mode, and I let go my hands and I feel it in the whole body. Yeah. Yeah. And when you do it with both hands, and then maybe last, now we come towards the legs, that when you do this movement, the legs are not stiff, but they start already breathing. In what way ever. But they stretch a little bit, they bend a little bit. Yeah? Or they bend and stretch. They bend and stretch. Yeah? Just let your whole body breathe with this movement. Okay, down to the legs. Do the arm gesture once again, and the legs are always more or less imitations of the arms. the arms come together and they part from each other. Yeah? They turn, they come together, they part from each other. When we imitate this with the legs, then you stand on the front leg, and then the other leg behind comes along, crosses over, yeah, here is behind, and then the front leg makes a step forward. It's a contraction. You really connect, and then wow, expansion. And try to feel this. I contract, and I go down, and everything comes to a connection, and everything slowly expands and becoming wide and relaxed. Together and wide. And here you see that it's always the same foot in front, and after a while you change. So go back. You can do it backwards, but forwards is sufficient. So have one leg in front, the other behind, they will cross. And now bring your hands along, and now bring your hands towards this being together close. And then when the hands expand, the legs expand up, wide, below and above. Bringing everything together to my column, and the legs expand. Why? And what my arms do, I feel deep in my legs, in my calves, down at the floor, and it becomes soft. Stop and breathe. Yes. Yeah. And now we have, okay, that's similar principle. And with the B, we will have it again, that the arm movement, the leg movement become one. They are not just, oh yes, also my leg is doing what my arm is doing. No, they are one energy system. So when we start again like this, and one arm, you can do it cross over or the same side. All variations are possible. So take any posture. And then when you push with your arms, the push with your arms brings your leg along. And the leg, actually, the expansion of the leg takes the arm along. Yeah. And the speed somehow is together. And slowly we expand. Together. And slowly. And I just feel what's happening in my legs. Then just stop. Breathe and feel your legs. Okay.
There's a bit of a sensation of the upper body rotating in that as well, but I see that you keep yourself facing straight forward.
Yeah, you are so great, Andrew. Look, when you can just join in, when people do M, and then you will see it everywhere, and you start enjoying when you see it. Then people just move the shoulders with their arms like this, yeah? They rotate like this. Huh? And that you see, then you can do it like this, and yeah, all these things. And when you just realize M is the master of countercurrents, then take the arm here in front, yeah? And then just imagine that's a nest for birds, and the little birds are there, and then the mother bird is coming with a worm, and then mother bird is coming to the nest, and the little chickens, yeah? Little birds are coming to the edge of the nest. Wow, they get feeded. And then mama bird flies away, and the little birds go back into, yeah, where they're protecting in the nest. So actually, when you really do M, you have a counter current here. And you do not do it with the head, but the body itself, yeah? Yeah, the arm going out pushes your shoulder back, the arm coming in, yeah, or friends coming for a cup of coffee, yeah, and you meet them in the dining room. Your friends go away and you go back in the kitchen doing the washing up or whatever, yeah, or you go, yeah, but you go back to work. And then you do it with both hands. You can try to do this, that when this arm comes, the shoulder comes, yeah, and then when the arm goes away, the shoulder goes home, yeah. And you cannot always do it like this, but when you have it in mind, you are not just moving with the M like this, but you are aware the counter currents take place, and you can just enjoy letting your body go with the counter current, because that's a complete, that's closer to the human being than the one-way direction. Yeah, then you have the counter current left and right, but you can have it everywhere. Did I answer your question a little bit, Andrew? Okay, I see this. Great. S. You see, when you allow me to bring stuff, I can't stop. The S in eurythmotherapy, you do not do over shoulder height. Yeah, and you do the S mostly going down. That's the main direction. Just a double curve. And then it's important, it doesn't stop, it continues flowing into the earth, it crosses over, whatever, but it's becoming a Scorpio, but it continues to the other side of the world. Yeah? It's not just a fence which is dug somewhere in the earth. Okay, so you can do an S form upwards, yeah? But that's more the preparation, yeah? But this is the S going down, S into the earth. Or you do a half bow upwards, you just rise your arms, yeah, to prepare on shoulder height to, yeah, do the S going down. And if you have more S movements in this movement, no problem at all. Yeah. And you can do the S crossing. Let's do it crossing. So you come up and you do the S crossings. Yeah. S. Yeah. But in eurythmotherapy, most of the time you keep them separate. If you have them more left and right of your body, then it works better into your body. Yeah. So when you come up and you keep it a little bit more to your side, that you feel it. Yeah. It feels different. Just try it again to keep it a little bit Romic as a. Yeah. But the principle of the S is crossing over, not accepting any border. So when you do it with one arm above here, now I just do the S, not the therapeutic S maybe, then you cross from right to left. You cross from above to below. You cross from the outside to the inside. Yeah. In yourself, in the earth, into the forbidden. Yeah, that's Scorpio. But when you have this S, think of the Mercury staff with the two snails. From the S, always uprightness will be just enhanced. So do this again, S, and you come down, and you do the crossing below into the earth. Maybe you notice you do the S, but the snails actually create the staff of Mercury in you, and you still feel the S. Okay, do eurythmotherapy down to the legs. You just stand And then you turn one leg outside and maybe lift your heels a little bit and press on the floor. Then you see that this is an S. Just go along with your fingertips pointing to your toes, to your heels, come up to your knees, and then come to your hips, yeah, into your body. It's an S shape. Do the other S as well. Yeah. And you can just do it and push a little bit and then go through your leg, that you feel the S coming up your leg and then arriving somewhere here. Do it again with the other leg. Yeah, you go there and then from the earth into your toes, into your heels, through the calves, to the knees, through the thighs. Wow. Yeah. You have the S and then you let it stream. Yeah. And when Steiner goes with the S, then he says O legs. Yeah, but what he means is put your toes apart, go down a little bit, and then use your thighs to create, wow, this. And now it's not so much the O shape, yeah? When you do the O exercise, maybe we do this next time, don't know. Then you try to create a calm feeling of O and roundness, and your arms feel it. When we do the S, it looks exactly the same, but you try to create this S feeling happen. Yeah, so yeah, it's creeping up. Yeah, so you create this S in your leg. And to enhance this, Steiner suggested make little jumps forward. Do them very little, very tender. Just go down. Bring your heels a little bit up and now let your heels together. This crossing, that's S, yeah? Heels together, you are in this elasticity and little jump. Yeah? So you play with your elasticity S. Yeah? And after each jump, try to become very stable because this invites your astral body in. We had it with the R already. Control down there, high on the toes. You may relax. Huh? And the S gesture with the jumps work like this. You prepare for this. Toes a little bit apart, heels together. They stay together even when they come up. Then you lift your arms. You create the S gesture. And you jump when the arms go down. And then you just create the crossing below, let the stream, and you feel the S down there. Well, you can relax a little bit. Let go. You go down again. And you feel this S happening in your legs. And you let go. Another little step. You go down, you feel your heels, you prepare, you let the energy of the earth rise. And you enjoy struggling for balance. Calm and very calm, you let go to keep all this energy. And breathe, put your toes together. Feel your legs. Feel your stomach. Okay. I'll send you these descriptions of Steiner. The B, I will just do briefly. We have touched it last time. We can deepen it next time. But just to have a few deepest things. Yellow, blue, red. So just open up, feel yellow, light. And then the blue is, you must somehow feel your arms in such a loving way that the light comes along with it. And then you have it, and then you let strength flow into your arms, into your body. That the yellow, the light is not over painted, but protected. Yeah. Let's do it one more time, a little step. Light, yellow, joy. The gods smile at me. Be. Wow, you lead it in awe. And you develop your growth forces with it. Be. And here you can already see, is your arm like here, or do you really protect your lower system? Are your shoulders like this, be, or do you manage, to relax them, And then you have people who do the B, do it again, we do it just very briefly, and they do B, and they do it like this. Can you see my lower arm and my upper arm? It's like a big, here in Germany we have the school, so little things, cones, which should, so you have such a big ice cream cone or something here, very thin below. And it's a hard work to tell people, make it bigger below and maybe bring it a little bit closer here, that the lower system can expand and receive the upper, These are things you can also observe maybe if you go out, to create the B, when does it feel good? And then you look, what does it look like? And then, And the point is not to change your arm, but how to have to feel my body that it arrives there naturally. This the B gesture, and then we close in 2 minutes, is that the leg movement, how Steiner says, imitates the arm movement, So you go out and the leg just follows the arm, And it's just doing the same, brings in and arrives. And the arms can cross over, the leg does not cross over, The leg arrives at the middle. And maybe you do it not too much in front, but you make it in a way that it's nice round down there. Okay, 2 more times. Step forward. The leg goes with the arm. The arm and the leg are one. And the standing leg is relaxed. And also a little bit, how can you see it best? A little bit round. That you can have the feeling, both are embracing something. Last time, step without words by me. Be experiencing oneness. Okay, breathe, sit down, relax. Forgive me for being 4 minutes over time. If you have no questions, that should be okay. But if you have questions, we must see. But first of all, just listen to the resonance of the many, many things we have touched. How does your body feel now? And you're just great people. Huh? You couldn't do that many things with patients in half an hour. But with you, it's just fun. Thank you so much that we can work like this.
So it feels like the eagle is flying free. So there's a sensation of completeness and expansion and contraction and expansion, and the eagle is flying free, whatever that might mean.
Yep, great. Dragana is smiling. Nice to see you there. Branislav is still meditating. Happy, good. I'm a little bit worried about Daniela with her bad experiences after the arm, and now
Oh, no,
completely
I
dead,
completely transformed.
transformed.
Completely transformed.
I mean, it's hard stuff what we did. Huh? What I did with you now, that's the whole thing of Eurythmic. That was a complete half a year training. You both, you are so great. Maya, how is it with you?
Obviously, I connected with my body, and suddenly I felt how my leg hurts. I didn't feel that before. When
Yeah.
we started the therapy, I didn't even feel I hurt myself somewhere today because I was in a hurry, and I didn't feel it until now.
And now we went down there.
Yeah.
But that's now interesting, huh? The first half, Daniela was suffering and all others enjoyed. Now Maya had to suffer and the others enjoyed. But I think we should observe these things, yeah? And I hope you have chosen the B, I think, huh? No, the S also. Yeah, that's tough, the S and the legs and the jumps. So when you do the S and your leg is hurting, you should not do the jumps, but just let this S flow like healing forces through your leg. Yeah? The S is the healer in a way you could say. And this, yeah, it touches all sides and it's just gliding along everything. Whatever it touches, it heals. Yeah? And exactly knows what you need. Yeah? What do you need? That's the S quality because it's so precise. So you should not do the jumps and the S and all these things and not work on the metabolic system, but just on this, yeah, all these bones and everything is just healing forces flying up, yeah? And then no jump, just, yeah?
Thank you.
Andrew, why are you laughing?
Just laughter. I mean, everything you're saying is so full of spirit and joy, and all I can do is smile because it's beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Theodore. I really apologize.
People, you are great. Yeah, you know I love you. And we see again next time. And when you have contact with Anna and Angela, just ask them, tell them a little bit, and they are still invited. Yeah.
Theodore, thank you so much. This is amazing. And
Well,
thank you, Maya, for organizing this for us. Every time I am so grateful. My heart is
it's kind of good enough, isn't it, really? It's just good enough.
I'm not always sure. But today
heart
was
is so-
really great. Today was fun for me also. Yeah. And you and I cannot work like this. It's you. It's not me, Andrew, and all of you.
Yes,
I
yes.
promise.
There's nothing to do with me.
It's us together. It's us together.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I think it's because of that blue stool behind you. It's the blue stool that makes you happy.
No, you still the couch behind you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gentlemen and
Theodore.
ladies, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao Dragana. Ciao Maya. Ciao Andrew. Ciao Daniela. Ciao Farah.